Oh, well played, Michael. Well played. And he's still going. Hey, everybody, and welcome to From My Mother's Basement, the show that celebrates being a geek. I'm Jason.
And I am Michael, and we are definitely geeks.
Yes, we are.
Indeed.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this
Sorry
week.
we're a little late.
Yeah, I apologize. I was going to be home on time. Then my car thought, you know what, this is a perfect time to get a flat.
Indeed.
Yeah. Wasn't the best.
Go full screen for half a second.
Okay. So that's why we are running a little late tonight, but I thank you guys so much for hanging out anyways. Thank you guys for understanding that we weren't here last week. That was mainly my fault for the sole fact that I decided on Memorial Day weekend to go take a vacation, which I haven't honestly done in a very, very long time, several years. I've gone to several places, but they were always like work-based. So I always, this is actually the first actual vacation I've had in a quite long time. So
yeah, you rat bastard. You got the ultimate. You got a couple of the ultimate geek shots I saw.
Oh yeah, I mean it was one of those. So where do we want to go? And I was like Yoda Fountain.
Yes.
We had to settle in for going in on Sunday.
The Castro District. We must go.
Unfortunately, though,
That shit we should.
Next up, Yoda does peyote. No. There actually is a YouTube video of that.
I don't doubt it. The eyes going.
But no, it was fun to go there and hang out, walk around Casa de Lucas for a little bit. You can see just a couple things on the outside. Obviously, they hide as much as they can because they own the entire, pretty much the complex.
Well, yeah, they've got the extended lease on it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still good property.
Oh, true, very true. It's part of the Presidio, that giant old
Historical naval base.
It was cool.
Actually,
though.
it's Navy Army, I think. I think it's both.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. The number of companies that have building or to lease buildings in that area is staggering, including the Walt Disney Family Museum, which my girlfriend wanted to go, and I was like, okay, that sounds cool. We'll go check it out. And we spent like 4 hours going through the museum, going through the couple of different exhibitions. Like they had, I think it was Mark Davis, one of the old.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so they had some of his artwork
Mark
there.
Davis, the original concept artist for Disney.
Mm-hmm. And Mary, she did like a lot of stuff for like Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
The concept artist for her.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Mary something. I just totally forgot it.
Yeah.
But that was impressive as all hell. Going through that, seeing
that picture you showed of the camera for Circle Vision. Oh man,
I was geeking out on that so much. Way back in the day, it was what was it, Circle Vision or no?
It was Circle Vision Theater.
Yeah,
where Buzz Lightyear is now used to be. Well, it's been at several things over the ages. Yeah, but in the center section, there used to be a center section that was what was known as Circle Vision Theater, which is 8 screens. Yeah, 8 or 12 screens.
Yeah. I think it was
set up in a circle, and they shot a full 360-degree video or film and ran it there. When that was Rocket Rods for a while, they did a lot of Tron stuff on those screens.
I remember that stuff. Amazing times. And yeah, going through it all, looking at all the tech, then that giant model of Disneyland. It wasn't the original model. When you go into it, it's more along the lines of, it was the original model with modifications that Disney wanted to see Disneyland go through. So
how much did they allow pictures?
Oh, between Jess and I, we took probably close to 800 photos just in that museum.
You need to put that shit up on Flickr, dude.
It will be. It's all still here on the phone and on her phone too. So I kind of wish I was, I brought an actual camera to it, but the phone worked in a pinch. So much cool stuff there. They even had, what was it? The a couple of the original technology that they used to sync live action and animated, or an animation together. I forget what they called it. They had it running there. The one they created in like 1946. And they used it in every feature film until its retirement in 1983. I was like,
nice.
Damn, the thing was there forever.
Talking about the rotoscope?
No, it did rotoscope stuff, but I forget the official term for it.
Okay.
The other thing, they had the other camera there, the one that they designed to do like the 3D effect of zooming into the shot.
Oh, the multiplane?
Yeah, the multiplane. So it
nice.
took up 2 stories, but I sat there for a good 30 minutes just taking pictures of different angles, just looking at them going, this is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I bet. I would be geeking out hardcore on that.
Oh yeah, literally, it's something that I don't care if you're a Disney fan or not, you need to go check out this museum. It's only $20.
Or if you're any film student should check it out too, because I mean, the history that is there is from what I've heard is wow. You know, just from the Circle Vision camera to the original multiplane. There's a ton of history there.
Yeah, it was an absolute blast. Spent several hours there. Of course, it also helped that they had this off-the-grid thing outside in the lawn. Every Sunday they do this, like, all, like, food trucks and whatnot get out there, have a DJ out there, have drinks, and you're sitting there on this lawn with a nice breeze, overlooking the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm like, why am I, like, not living up here? Well, that's right.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's like $2,300 for a studio apartment.
Well, in San Fran proper, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty crazy. But yeah,
well,
actually, I think you can probably get a good shot of this right here. Yep. Yeah, that's just an idea of what that model was.
Wow, nice.
It was huge, but very, very cool. There was many other things I did over in San Francisco, and I'll probably post up something on the website, about my adventures. But this episode's not going to be all about me and my San Francisco trip. Michael, what have you been up to?
Oh well, let's see. I had a birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you. That was last week, and I got something I've been wanting for a really, really, really long time, and I've been experimenting with it.
I already saw that one. Yeah, I can't believe you got that. That is so cool.
Oh yeah, baby, Hero 3.
Hero 3, the white edition, right?
Yeah.
So nice.
So yeah, I the only thing I've done with it so far, I haven't done any video with it. I've done a lot of time. I've done a couple time lapse things. Oh, there's the one I posted. I'm gonna from my truck.
I'm gonna pull that up if you don't mind while we talk.
Go for it. And then I did another one because we're working on we found a really neat tutorial by Venzi of all people on how to make big hats. So we're remaking the hat for Nikki's Black Mage.
Ooh, nice.
Using welding rods. I know it sounds bizarre, but trust me.
Okay.
And it works. Oh yeah, that's my first stop motion. It's me going to get Nikki and then driving around and going to dinner.
That's cool though. I mean, the ability to do something like that is very awesome.
Well, yeah, if you look, I mean, aside from the fact that the hood of my truck really needs to be washed, when you get it, it comes with 2 mounts. One for curved surfaces, one for flats. And extra mounts are cheap. I mean, so I literally just stuck one on my dash.
Nice.
And I got out there with a Windex, cleaned the windows.
Yeah, that one does, what's the max rate? It does 4K at 30 FPS, right?
No,
it doesn't?
No.
Oh,
it does 1080p.
Okay. But still.
It does 1080p at 30.
That's still awesome to have that little tiny box.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's amazing, this little thing. And I went to get the memory card for it, and the normal memory cards that's 40 megs a second on a 64 gig was like $99, and they were having a sale that the same size but 80 megs a second was only 75. Guess where I went?
Twist the arm. Oh no.
Yeah. Here, shut up and take my money. So I got the card for it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. My dad keeps teasing me, and I think I'm gonna have to find someone who's got one. They make mounts, modifications to those 4-prop remote control helos, or the little drones,
right?
That you can mount one to it. And there's some beautiful footage out there.
I can imagine.
I've also got some other time lapse ideas I want to do, so we'll see what happens.
I like it.
Yeah, so there's that. I've also been finding really creepy, weird stuff to show on the net, which we'll get to a little later in our What the Fuck segment.
Oh yes.
which I have to thank Scott for, because Scott's the one who pointed that to me. Yeah, so between that and working, the usual. Wait. I finally finished Clone Wars.
Really? Okay, so how was the new season? Or the last season?
Oh, God. Well, there's a lot of people. There's a thing that happens in the last couple episodes of season 5 with Ahsoka.
Okay.
That just people were like, "Wah!" freaking out. And I don't blame them. But it kind of lays the groundwork for them being able to bring her back as it's a means for her to survive Protocol 66. But they talk about the 5th season is only half a season, or 6th season rather. It's only half a season, and it's part of it's how the trials Yoda goes through to learn how to be the Force Ghost.
Okay.
Which is so they kind of explain that, and they dovetail it pretty nice into the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. So they managed to. I mean, they knew where they were going, so they dovetailed it pretty well. It was good. I was shocked. I was surprised at how dark that series got, and I hope that Disney doesn't pull a it's too scary for kids BS and not let people write stuff for Rebels, because if they can get that quality of writing on Rebels, it'll be worth watching.
Nice. I mean, they already have solid voice talent for Rebels. I'd be curious to see if they have the good writers, and that should be.
We're hoping.
They have so much potential for Rebels that I'm hoping they at least recognize that and try to move forward with that potential.
You know what? I think it's going to depend on which division gets control of it, and whether or not the merchandising / PR department. Oh no, you can't do that for the kiddies type crap.
Gotcha.
It's war. Crap happens.
Very true. But you also, what was it? You saw a movie past weekend, didn't you?
Well, I've seen a couple movies recently.
Well, let's jump into it. What have
you want to talk about today's? We already talked about Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which was epic. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite movies. Just today, this afternoon, I went and saw X-Men Days of Future Past. Or as you jokingly refer to it, retcon the movie. And that's kind of a valid argument. Not in reference to the comic book that it's based on loosely. And I have to emphasize, I mean, I haven't read it yet. I've got it. I picked it up. So I'll be able to give a more accurate response on that next week.
Okay.
But it's definitely retcon the movie. They pulled an Abrams. It's, a first Star Trek movie, boom, reset, pull an Abrams. That's effectively what they did with this one. And because of the fact they went back in time, they demonstrated how the ripples occur fairly early on. What amazed me was how many of the original X-Men actors came back for what equate to cameos.
But
this isn't really a spoiler because there was an actual article on it elsewhere, so it's not really a spoiler. Like, they brought back Anna Paquin as Rogue for all of 30 seconds, but they brought her back. I mean, Kitty Pryde, who's a key figure in this movie, it's the same actress.
No, that actually,
the only thing they didn't get was Rebecca Romijn as Mystique.
Right.
But I have to give credit to Jennifer Lawrence. She was good. She was damn good.
Okay.
So I just wish there would just once, Marvel, put her in the outfit from the comic. Because yes, okay, the blue body with nothing else on is kind of hot, but that outfit, this is one of those cases where not showing everything is actually sexier than showing everything, in my opinion. Especially when it comes to Mystique.
Well, it allows you to use your imagination, and that definitely has a big use in that situation. But oh well.
But it was a great movie. Peter Dinklage was epic. I wow. I don't know what I was expecting from him, honestly. But he was really good in it. He was very good in it. Not Michael Fassbender's the guy who played young Magneto.
Right.
I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who played young Charles. He was fantastic. He was really good. Okay. Night and day from his role in Wanted. I'll tell you that.
Oh, so he's no longer the whiny little bitch.
Well, yeah, but he was a cool whiny bitch in Wanted.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What the fuck? When he hits one thing and says "fuck you" in the keys. Yeah.
Yes.
But no, it was really good. I was very impressed with it. There are a couple bits I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, it is retcon the movie. They basically, what they did is, through what happens in the movie, they have definitively tied First Class with the other X-Men movies.
Okay.
Because there were people talking about, there's no way this could be the same universe, blah, blah, blah. This can't happen. This doesn't make sense. For one, it's a different actress. Well, fuck the different actress thing. They change actors all the time.
Yeah, that just happens.
But, what do you mean Charles is walking and he's got hair and blah, blah, blah. He's been bald forever. No, he hasn't. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really well done. The guy that got to play Nixon was hilarious, in my opinion. It was good. I'm looking forward to. Oh yeah, and if you like, just like with the Marvel Studios Marvel movies, you need to sit to the end of the credits.
Okay.
I will give you a hint. The next movie is titled Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, please tell me that's exactly what it is. Oh, so nice.
Complete with 4 horsemen.
Yes. Oh, so good. Speaking of you're talking about Marvel and what they do with the cinematic universe, apparently it's been confirmed who's going to be playing Thanos.
Oh, really? Did they finally confirm it?
Well, because they had the teaser at the end of Avengers 1.
Yeah. And it was all CG.
Right, and he's going to probably all tie into Guardians of the Galaxy and, of course, Avengers 2 and Avengers 3. Josh Brolin.
I could see it.
I could easily see him playing Thanos.
I could totally see him as Thanos. It's going to be real interesting when he and Gamora go at it. I just can't wait to see he and Zoe Saldana in the same scene. Speaking of which, they ran the I saw it in 3D.
Oh, you did?
Normally 3D, 3D is normally a gimmick to me that I don't care about. Sometimes it works. Like, it worked in Tron.
All right.
Although the IMAX still gave me migraines. But it worked in Tron because they did it. Everything up until the point you entered the computer was 2D, and 3D didn't kick in until he crossed over, which I thought was a fantastic use of the tech. X-Men in 3D doesn't do a lot of the super gimmicky crap. It does a little bit, but not the "ooh, we're coming at you." Ooh, it doesn't do that crap.
Okay.
It actually, after a while, I forgot it was 3D. I was just just enjoying the movie.
Exactly. That's the perfect way to use it, where it's just basically an add-on to add depth to the experience, not gimmicky.
It's to further immerse you is what it should be used for. But the reason I bring that up is they played the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Okay.
The most recent one, with him checking his package, walking down the hall. In 3D. And it actually was more bombastic. It shouldn't make that big of the first one was like, oh, wow, that's cool. But you got the ships flying overhead. I'm going, okay, that's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. Got to give it to them there.
Nice.
Or the scene where Groot does a thing, you see the dots going, and they're all on different planes. So the dots are in full 3D, and they move around in it.
Ooh.
Like, oh yeah, somebody was playing with the dots.
So what I'm hearing is when we go see Guardians of the Galaxy, we should probably see it in 3D.
I know I can guarantee you I won't. The first time I see it won't be in 3D because Nikki gets headaches from 3D.
Right. No, I understand that.
But the second time, yeah, you should drive your ass up and you and I should go see it in 3D.
Sounds really good to me. Well, there's been several movies and they've started slowly coming out that we want to check out.
Oh, yeah. You saw Maleficent the other day.
I did see Maleficent. And
tell us about it, Jason.
Maleficent was crazy. I do have to say this.
Is Angelina hot throughout it?
Oh, dear God, yes.
Okay.
She plays Maleficent perfectly.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Those of you going into this thinking, oh, this is going to be just like an alternate retelling of Sleeping Beauty. There are some aspects of this where they twisted things almost for the sake of twisting it. Yeah. So the script itself, you're watching this and going, okay, I understand why you did that. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Why the hell did you do that?
Okay.
But I do have to say, the majority of the actors and actresses in this movie, they, given what the script was, they knocked it out of the park.
Oh, good.
You can question some of the story, moments, but you can't question the acting.
Okay.
So you have that going for it. Like the fantastical CG that they had in the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
Oh God.
Yes. But you noticed that it was like, okay, I know this is CG, and it just popped out like that, especially when connecting with real life actors and actresses.
Well, yeah, in Alice in Wonderland, there was one example of absolutely atrocious CG, which was anything involving the knave.
Right. You don't get that in this movie.
Okay. It's clean?
It's clean. Save for one thing and one thing only.
Uh-huh.
Maleficent's wings. When she's a little girl, a little more pronounced when it's adult Maleficent. That if you have these giant wings doing all this crazy stuff, you wouldn't be just sitting there. Your body would be moving and doing something with it.
Oh, okay.
But they just stand there.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I have to nitpick at it when it comes to the CG. Other than that, CG was stunning.
Okay. Cool.
It kind of threw me off, like, with the new Disney logo, they had the whole CG thing when it comes out and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of that. Yeah.
Well, because that's Sleeping Beauty's castle, they actually do a 90-degree shot of it and still do the Disney logo, and that goes into the movie. It was like,
oh, nice.
So this whole thing was tied in, like the river's going the same way and it goes into the forest. I was like, okay, that was a nice touch.
Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing it. Yeah. I do want to see it at some point.
The thing is, it's pretty short though.
Really?
We're talking 90 minutes.
Wow.
And the thing is, the way they try to get over through some major time gaps, like 16 years, is narration. A boatload of narration at the beginning and the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tried and true technique.
True. Yeah, it is what it is, but the CG is great. Oh, you all right?
No, I just remembered something. One of the trailers that they showed before it, there's a new Transformers Extinction trailer.
The extended one where you see Optimus riding.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen
Optimus
that one.
riding the Dinobot in 3D. Oh,
I can imagine that's gotta be freaking amazing.
It was pretty badass. I mean, I'm not a big Michael Bay fan. Oh my God! Speaking of Michael Bay, yes, we're all over the damn map tonight, guys. That's nothing new.
Fine. Bay explosions, go.
Bay explosions. Did you hear the horrible, horrible news that's been bandied about?
Oh, about Michael Bay trying to
get Ava?
I want to film Ava. No. Fuck no.
Yeah, exactly. That's my take on it. It's like, fuck you. Give it back to Weta. Make Peter Jackson direct it. He's capable. I mean, okay, we'll end up with a movie that's 6 hours long. Oh, wait, we already do. Not a problem.
Yeah, no, I read that. I went, I pray this is a rumor.
God, don't let it happen. Please
Yeah,
don't.
Because that will just be an abomination. Speaking of abominations.
Yes, nice segue.
There's a new trailer out for the craptastic Big Hero 6.
Is there really?
Oh, enjoy.
Okay, that was actually kind of cute. That was actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that's pretty obvious they're not following the original comic then.
No.
Which is good, because the original comic was, quote, tarded.
Well, I also find it funny that it's Big Hero 6, which is essentially Americans thinking they can do, an
anime style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, with this animated movie, I don't think anybody from Japan working on this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard they had a Japanese team working on parts.
Oh, I could have heard wrong, but we'll see what happens with it.
We will see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Me going to see this opening day, you have a lot to show to me, Disney, that I need.
No, there better be absolutely nothing else coming out that week or the week before.
Pretty much.
I mean, if that thing, oh God, if they're stupid enough to put that up against Guardians, it's going to get zero coverage.
Oh, yes.
But, I mean, if there's nothing else going that weekend, maybe
I'll be drunk while I go see it.
I may force Nikki to come along just to torture her. I wouldn't do that to her. I like living.
All right. So the other, the major big news happening online, is this Kickstarter.
Yes.
The Reading Rainbow Kickstarter. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
This thing just took off.
Started with its initial goal of $1 million, has a stretch goal of 5 million, made the first primary goal in 11 hours.
So nice.
Can you believe there are people who are actually referring to this as a money grab?
Yeah, and the thing is...
To which my response was, hello, LeVar Burton doesn't need the fucking money.
No, he doesn't. And the other thing is that I read several articles. There's even an article in the Huffington Post about it. Mm-hmm. And my response to it, you didn't read what it said on the Kickstarter, because all these articles that are naysayers on this, or say it's a cash grab, also say that, oh, it's great, Reading Rainbow's coming back. Listen up, people, it's not coming back to TV. Well, no shit, because when Reading Rainbow started in the 80s, the major form of entertainment that had the most widespread access to kids was television. Nowadays, it's on their phones, it's on tablets, it's on the web.
Exactly. It's adapting to the modern age. Also, its original format was PBS. But they're also talking about putting it in classrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the big part I really liked.
I mean, that's the idea that they're making it available free online, well, because the Kickstarter's paying for it, but effectively free online to us.
Yep.
And that they're going out of their way to put it into, I think you said 1,700 classrooms. Is that the current let?
1,500 classrooms, yeah.
If they hit the stretch goal,
the 5 million mark,
that's going to go up to over 7,000.
7,500, that's right.
Which, dude,
let's see. They have 30 days to go. They're currently at 3.2 million.
Yeah. No, I will be shocked if they don't make the stretch goal.
I will be shocked if they don't hit 10 by the end of the month.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Some people have made jokes about this, saying it's so sad that it has to be left up to public crowdfunding programs like this to help our kids read, and the government's not chipping in on this.
To which my response is, are you really surprised?
No, not at all.
It's Murica. 2 words, Murica.
I do have to say, some of the perks, like some of the things, pledges that you can go for, are actually really cool. I mean, they are on the pricey side, but then again, this is it's a fundraiser, so of course you're going to pay more than what the item or the service is worth. Like, if I had $400, dude, I would love to have him record a personalized voicemail for my phone. That'd be amazing. $3,500, you can have a private dinner with LeVar Burton. Talk about whatever the heck you want. Star Trek, Roots. Anything.
His appearance in the Word Up video.
The Word Up video. His appearances on The Big Bang Theory. But there's some other really nice ones, like you adopt a classroom. If you have the money, you can adopt a class, and they'll get a free or they'll get a year-long subscription, a bunch of videos, and et cetera, et cetera. You can even go to the point where you can actually not only adopt an entire school, but if you have a little extra cash, LeVar Burton will come to your school, host an assembly, and read a book to the school. I think that's pretty badass.
I think it is pretty badass. I agree. I'm glad to see people taking it into their own hands, being willing to do this, because it was such an influential show when it came out. I mean, I know tons of people, virtually every geek I know grew up watching that show. I hate to be a dick, but I'm one of those who didn't. But at least not until I was late teens. I had never encountered it till late teens.
Oh, I remember growing up with this. So,
but yeah, I know a lot of people who grew up with it. I know people who had severe brain trauma that this helped them get back into it, as far as reading and getting and help them along. I mean, it's a good thing. Stop tearing it down.
I do like the fact that recently LeVar hosted an AMA on Reddit, and it was flooded with a bunch of stories of people, having their experiences with reading Rainbow and whatnot. I think the one that pointed out stood out the most to me was that this girl or guy, this person, when they were young, had a reading disability and whatnot, couldn't really figure out words and sentences and whatnot, and they found out that Reading Rainbow was coming to their school, their elementary school, to record their book reports, and the teacher chose a couple students. Well, they chose this person, and so they were really excited. They were working hard on it, and then one night after reading a book, everything started to click. Everything, words, sentences, they understood everything. So they create this whole book report. They're absolutely, just so excited to go out there and record their book report. The teacher, being an asshole, knew that this kid had problems reading, and told another kid to make sure that they have a book report done and to come an hour early to record. So when they showed up, Reading Rainbow already left. But there's a nice ending to this, because LeVar saw this and basically said that we're going to fix this. You're going to give your book report on the new Reading Rainbow. That's
nice.
That's pretty badass.
That's kind of cool.
Good times. So yeah, you guys go join it if you can, even if it's $1, $5. Honestly, every little bit helps.
Oh yeah, and there's video of LeVar when they hit the mark, and he was talking about how yes, thank you to the big donors, but thank you also to the little dollars. The $1, the $5, exactly. The $10. Everybody helps. So definitely.
Good times. Oh, what else is out there? Oh, E3's coming up.
Yes.
Tons of cool stuff. I'm hoping to come out of E3. We already know Nintendo's not giving us any new consoles.
Have you got passes?
I'm still working on that. I'm trying. Because if we can get in, it'd be very, very nice. I do have to say though that Nintendo was a little sneaky recently. They announced an upcoming Smash Brothers tournament. Happen at E3, so people from all over the country they can win a chance to go to E3 and play Smash Brothers there in a tournament. At the end of the video, though, they made a quick little jab at a little announcement saying, "Oh yeah, and by the way, here's a little adapter that's coming out that allows you to use your GameCube controllers with your Nintendo Wii U. Just put it on the side."
Nice. The thing is, the Wii U is not doing so hot.
It is not. I still want one because I love those kinds of games. It doesn't need to be the latest and greatest. I mean, as long as they're innovative, I will play them. I will play those games. It doesn't need to be a new Sorry, go ahead.
I'll grant you that. The problem is what made Nintendo so dominant in the past, beyond Mario and stuff, was they came out the gate with a grip ton of compelling titles. And yeah, most of them were family friendly, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The Wii U, they didn't do that.
No, not so much.
They talked about the zombie game, a new Zelda, and a co-op Mario. That's all I remember.
All I'm saying is, where the hell is my sequel to Eternal Darkness, damn it?
Oh God, I would love to see that game come back. That game was
Could
epic.
you see even a remake of Eternal Darkness using current gen technology, gaming tech?
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Look, it has potential.
It
definitely has potential.
Oh yeah, and of course, if they decide to make a sequel, I'm not opposed to this. So it's kind of surprising to see Nintendo backing away from the press conferences again this year. They're not doing another press conference. They're doing the whole Nintendo Direct thing that they've been doing year round. Apparently, you can demo some of the upcoming games at specific kiosks at Best Buys all over the country during E3 only.
Nice.
So there's that aspect to it. At least Sony's is reaching out to the public as well. They made the announcement that they are going to be streaming their E3 press conference, not only online, but actually in select theaters across the country, which would also include like some bonus footage and whatnot, like an extra 30 minutes. So, and those tickets to go see it in theaters are free. So
really,
yes.
Are they doing it through Fathom or?
No, you can do a search online. They're going through a company called eventgrid.com.
Okay.
And they call it the PlayStation E3 experience. It's June 9th. It starts, I think, at 5:30 Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the two places in LA that I can see, there's one in LA at the AMC Century City 15 in IMAX, and Mission Valley down in San Diego.
Okay. So spread them out.
Yeah, so tickets are free, but you can also watch it at home if you wanted to.
I'll be on shift, so it'll probably be going on another computer.
I'm probably going to be chilling at home just for the sole fact that I'll be able to, write up a report on it instead of, bugging people next to me in the theater saying, turn off your iPad. No.
Exactly.
Although, I haven't heard too much about stuff coming out at E3 this year. I'm still trying to catch up on the games that have already come out, especially most recently,
Watch Dogs. Yeah. How's that doing sales-wise?
I heard really well, and God damn, I want the game.
I'm saving up to buy a video card mostly for that freaking game.
And the video card you showed me
and Source Filmmaker, but
very true. Well, there's Source Filmmaker. There's you showed me the Crytek engines now.
Oh my God, the new Cry engine. Oh,
that you can actually was it monthly rate of like $10 a month? You can use it.
Yeah, $10 a month you can use it, which for independent developers is a godsend.
Oh yeah. It's a really nice feature. There's also the Unreal engine. You can actually get that off of there. I find it funny that with the new Unreal engine that they say it's very powerful even on mobile devices. The first game that came out as a demo of what you can do was a Flappy Bird clone. Although, to their credit, the person who created the app wasn't a coder. He was just an artist. They created the little sprites and whatnot and was able to figure out the rest of the code using it. So, I guess that's a good thing. So
that means ease of use.
Yeah, very true.
What I'm waiting for and what I want to see is I want to see the next iteration of the Source engine.
Oh God. Well, we'll get that whenever Half-Life 3 comes out.
Yeah, about that. Or Half-Life 2 Episode 3. Yeah, about
that. You have just a good enough equal chance of either of those.
That Half-Life 2 Episode 3 is more vaporware than Duke Nukem was.
Yeah, and unlike Duke Nukem, I kind of wish it stays vaporware because Duke Nukem forever sucked.
Yes, it did, but I think if Valve ever gets off their butt and finishes Half-Life 3 or Half-Life 2, it'll be good. It's just can they get all the voice actors?
Very true. Well, what else? We got E3 coming up. The Video Games Live is going to happen on Wednesday.
We're going to be there.
It's going to be so much fun. So unfortunately, that means for you folks who watch Ad Break, there will not be an episode that Wednesday. However, there will be one either Tuesday or Thursday. I have yet to decide.
I would go for Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday probably sounds a little better. But we'll figure that out later. That's neither here nor there right now. And of course, it being the summer, a lot more people are going to be able to go out and hang out. I'm sure a ton of more movies are going to be coming out. Probably some new events we'll probably want to check out. A ton of conventions, like Comic-Con, that I wish I could go. Just to check out some cool stuff. But then again, I look at it as Comic-Con's gotten way too swamped.
Well, having gone to WonderCon, a lot of people compared it to what Comic-Con was before Hollywood took over.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it. Nikki and I got to go. It was a hell of a lot of fun. The dealers hall was actually navigable. And I got to meet and chat with Samwise Didier.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun. I don't know if I'm going to Comic-Con this year or not. That's still up in the air.
I'm quite sure I'm not, so. But honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that because 99% of everything you can do there is going to be available online or on YouTube within 36 hours anyway, so.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it's the big thing for me, honestly, is the exhibit hall is phenomenal. It's a day in and of itself. It's so freaking huge. Oh my God. You've seen it.
Yes,
I mean, it's only gotten bigger. So but we'll see if I go, I'll do a report, but we'll see.
Cool. But other than that, anything that's coming up, WWDC for all you
starts tomorrow.
Yep. So there'll be a big keynote speech as always. Not expecting too much. Probably maybe updates on iOS 8. I'm not expecting hardware. They'd be dumb to.
They'll tease the iPhone 6.
You think so? I think I'm only expecting like the standard.
They crank these out one a year. They've got the 5S. The next step's the 6.
But I just got my 5S.
Well, you know.
I want to be not cool anymore.
Like we were ever cool to begin
with.
Good
point. That's why we're doing this show. Oh well, yeah. I'm guessing maybe like an update to probably the iMacs, the standard hardware update. I doubt there's gonna be an update to the Mac Pro. It's still way too new.
Yeah.
I don't know. I doubt any iPad mentions whatsoever. And everybody keeps on saying they're gonna do an Apple TV. They're gonna do Apple. They already have the little puck. They don't need to do the actual screen.
I don't know that they'll do that.
The margins are way too slim to do stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not. They can't make money off it.
Yeah, very true.
Or not a lot anyway. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to hearing what they come up with, but at the same time, meh.
Yeah,
let's be honest. It's not the Mac world it used to be.
No.
That time is come and gone.
This is very true. But see, we're in the age of where we have technology in every hand, and we have so much technology, people love to just make some very weird shit with it.
Nice segue.
Thank you. I've been working on these.
This brings us to our what the for this year. Now, Scott, one of the members of our guild, shot me a link to something the other day while we were all raiding in WoW, and the uncanny valley is dangerously close to being crossed, except for one aspect.
Yeah.
And this is where we get into the what the fuck. Just roll it. What the fuck? I mean, now, on the one hand, as someone who's into robotics and animatronics, that's pretty freaking impressive. Except that they're supporting it from the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And then that face. Oh my God. I'm wondering if they made it for a haunted house.
I'm wondering. Either that or this is a new robot to test out all Lady Gaga's upcoming costumes. I have no idea.
I was wondering if you were going to make a Gaga reference because somebody else did.
Come on, man.
But okay, ignoring all of that aside, what the hell were these people thinking? But the motion is impressive.
The motion is impressive, yes.
The articulation is impressive from the neck down.
Mm-hmm.
The big spear in the chest going into the mirror. Yeah.
And the thing is, there's apparently facial tracking going on as well.
I love Pretty's post.
I have the strangest
boner now. Wow.
But yeah, there's actually motion tracking software, so it actually will look at you if you're within its vicinity.
Oh, you did a little more research on this than I did.
Yeah, so that seems like a little more creepier.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, great, they're going to finally come close to crossing the uncanny valley. What the fuck is its face? You know?
Well, hey, this looks not bad. Oh my god, and it's looking at me and it's winking. Oh god.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to sell your soul?
Yeah, this thing was a bit on the creepy side.
Yeah. I want to know what the hell it was made for. Was it just made to make it? Or,
I think it was made just to make it. I can't see any...
I could see it in a haunted house. Like Halloween Haunt or something like that?
Yeah, but even so, I don't think they actually made it for that. It would be very surprising if they did.
I don't know. I'll do the research and find out.
I'll look into it. All right. I think we have to end on that note because how could you go be after that?
I love the post on Facebook. It's like, I'm going to back away slowly. I'll come back when there's less weird shit.
Good times. Very good times.
Oh, yeah. It was okay. Let's wrap up with that.
Yeah, and on that odd thing, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. Stay tuned for post show, and you can catch us every Sunday at 7 p.m. We'll be back to our regular time at 7 p.m. next week. You can also catch At a Break on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. But yeah, that's about it for my mother's basement. I'm Jason.
And I am Michael.
We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.